To the Negroes, the elect, the chosen people of the Most High God, greetings. My name is Sister Gloria, and today's date is November 30th, 2025. I'm coming to you with this topic entitled, The Church in America is the Epicenter for Manipulation. Again, the title of the topic is, The Church in America is the epicenter for manipulation. Let us draw our attention to the Black church. Why? Because I'm familiar with the Black church, since I am Black and African. Since 1980, even up until now, the Black church in America has amassed close to $500 billion in donations. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. But how much of those donations have been reinvested back into the Black community for economic development and social programs? None of it. The parishioners are so docile that they don't even question what happened to all of that money. This is very, very sad. Don't you see that the church has nothing to show for all of that money? Open your eyes. Our communities are poor. Our neighborhoods are slums. With that amount of donations given to the Black church, there should be no poverty or lack in our communities and no homelessness. But parishioners allow these pastors and preachers today to continue to use the donations for their personal gain, thereby continuing to manipulate, humiliate, and threaten the churchgoers, all in the name of giving to God and sowing seeds to receive blessings, all the while continuing their bad practices. The Most High God is going to hold you, the parishioner, responsible because you are aiding and abetting in wrong by giving your hard-earned money to support the bad habits of these dishonest, drug-addicted, and sexually perverted pastors and preachers. Not too long ago, a church in Georgia had to pay out millions of dollars to settle a case in which the pastor was involved in perverse sexual misconduct and homosexuality. And you think you're giving to God? Think again. You're not giving to God. You're giving to a con man. The Most High God does not need or want your money. Let's take a look at Psalm 50, lines 10 through 12. And it reads, For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. The Most High God is the owner of everything in existence, and does not need mankind to provide anything for him. We read in the Hebrew scriptures where the people gave willingly. As a matter of fact, in one instance, Moses had to restrain the people from giving, and they were not forced nor coerced to give. They gave willingly. That's found in Exodus 46, lines 5 through 7. You may read that at your leisure. Are your tithes and offerings that you give to the pastor or preacher equal to or greater than the financial blessings that you are promised to receive? No. The preacher lied to you. You got scammed by a sweet-talking con man. Growing up in a Pentecostal church, I know what it feels like to be belittled, embarrassed, and talked down to, and even threatened to be cursed with a curse during offering time. Negroes, wake up. You're not giving to God when you give your money to these greedy con men. God does not need your money. Think about it. The pastors and preachers have the best car, the best home, the finest clothes, is always traveling. And what do you have? The promise of a blessing that has not materialized in the 50 years or less that you've been in that Christian church. And it will never materialize. All you have is a promise. Give to God, sow a seed, and watch Him bless you. But where are the blessings? Where? The preachers and pastors have them all. While your mortgage is past due and you're on the verge of a foreclosure, your rent is behind and you're about to be evicted. Your car is on its last leg. Your clothes are old and outdated. You can't travel to the next town, let alone travel out of the country. You can only afford staycations, which means you take a vacation and the only thing you can do or afford to do is stay at home. And yet you continue to stand in line every Sunday to pay tithes. But tithes was never money, according to the Hebrew Scriptures. You may read that in Malachi 3, 8 through 10. The well-known scriptures read every Sunday in church at offering time. Funny how pastors and preachers don't read from the Hebrew Scriptures other than during offering time. You may know the Hebrew Scriptures as the Old Testament. But somehow these scriptures are so convenient at offering time. In the context of Malachi 3 and 10, meat refers to food and provisions. The verse, "Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house," is a command from the Most High to bring tithes to the temple, which would then be used to sustain the temple and the Levites who serve there. The word meat does not refer to flesh or meat products, and definitely not money, but to the general sustenance required to keep the house of the Most High functional. Think about this. You stand in line to give tithes, church offering, love offering, building fund pledges, speakers offering, and however many more offerings your pastors or preachers ask for. And you have nothing to show for all of that giving. Negroes, wake up and smell the coffee. It's time to stop giving in to that manipulation. Get your life back and stop giving the con man pastors and preachers all your money. It's time to be proactive and take accountability for who and where you give your money. As for me, I woke up. I stopped throwing my money into a bottomless sinkhole. I give to the homeless, the destitute, and charitable organizations that are genuine and need help, but not to those con man pastors and preachers. The Most High God has blessed my family and I abundantly, and our blessings have nothing to do with giving tithes and offerings to con men. Wake up, Negroes. Wake up. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to this channel, and share this video. And ring that notification bell so that you will be notified when we drop new videos. Thank you so very much for listening. And until the next video, have an amazing day. Thank you.